Since I was a child, I've been curious. I've been experimental, and I'm not talking about like sexuality or anything. I'm talking about substances, and I've tried my first substance maybe when I was 12 years old. I smoked my first blunt with my brother. Sorry, Ma. It wasn't when I was 17, and I loved it. I love that shit. Um, I had a lot of fun, had a lot of laughs, and ever since I started, I haven't stopped. And all I've ever done was add to the repertoire. I started messing with the psychedelics when I was younger, and I felt like um, it's opened a passage in my mind where I really don't look at other people and think about the type of time they're on, you know. Um, it's been an ongoing battle with my low self-esteem because I worry about what everyone thinks about me. Well, who doesn't? But it hurts. I always hear, oh, Rashad, this person said this about you, or this person said you look like this, and this person said you did this. And it's crazy because, like, I think that people set a criteria on how people should be and how people should act and what people should do, and they'll set those criteria on other people. So, for instance, if you're into fashion, you start looking at everybody else who's not wearing the newest Balenciagas as if they're bozos, they're bums. If you're a guy who sleeps around, you start looking at these people like, oh, they're bitchless, they get no hoes, If you're a guy who, if you're someone who likes to go to the gym and you're in shape, you look at fat people on the airplane and you're like, oh, what the fuck is this guy being inconvenienced? And I just feel like the whole problem with the world is we can't just let people live, you know? We set precedents in our heads on how other people should be, and it turns into something that's more than just like, you know, judgmental. It turns into something that you can build resentment towards people for something that they can't even control. And this has been happening all through history. This is why, you know, slavery happened. This is why the Holocaust happened. This is why, you know, terrorism happens. This is because the world just can't get along, and because we're different. When I was a kid, marriage between the gays was illegal, and I remember asking my mother, like, how come auntie can't get married? And like they tell me like, oh, it's illegal. And that's when I knew like there was a problem with this fucking world, because me, 6-year-old kid, can't fathom why two people who are in love can't suffer the same fucking headache that the rest of the world can. Like, what you mean that these motherfuckers can't get fucking married and end up hating each other and getting divorced, and fucking now someone has to take half of everything? They fucking, why can't they do that shit? Why is that fucking only exclusive to the straights? It made no sense. It made no sense, and that's when I knew this world was wrong. This world is corrupt. This world is borderline not even livable. We try to make it better every single day, and I think we could make it better every single day if we just have an open discussion about everything. We need to open our minds and open our hearts to the world and the people and the differences that we have. And we need to realize that just because we live and act a certain way doesn't mean that the next person should follow suit. We know we're all different, and that makes us special. We need to stop judging one another